What is good, everybody? It's your boy Tej, and today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make a beat for 21 Savage similar to Pyrex Whippa. It's gonna be similar to the dark ambient style that he typically uses with the really intricate hi-hats and hard-hitting 808s. The overall melody is gonna be pretty simple, but the drums are gonna be really similar to the style that Pyrex does, and I'll be breaking down how to make everything from scratch. And with all that out of the way, let's just hop right into the beat. Alright, so the tempo that Pyrex usually uses is probably in the range of like 120 to like 145, probably somewhere in there. And usually opts to go with really simple pad sounds. That kind of shapes the dark tone that he sets for the rest of the beat. So first sound that I got was this Bryson pad from this Astral pack in Analog Lab 5. And I opened it up and I laid out this MIDI, and it's in the key of D sharp minor. So I started with the 1 of the scale right here, D sharp. I put it up to the 5 in that scale, A sharp, just for a little bit. I did that 3 times and then put it up to B for the other ones, which is the 6 in the scale. I repeated that for the first 6 measures, and then for the last 2, I dropped it down to A sharp, went 5 scale degrees up to F, and then did 1 scale degree higher than that to F sharp. And using music theory, that's kind of how I approach this. And just by itself, we got something that sounds like this. And I didn't change anything about it. I just threw it in the mixer and leveled it after that. Then I opened up another Analog Lab and I got this ambient flute preset, and I went in and I put this pattern in with the original dark pad, and we got something that sounds like this. And I threw that into a mixer and I put a bandpass EQ on it, and that's pretty much all I did for the melodies. I kept it really simple. All right, so starting off with the drums, the first thing I added was this clap snare combo, with the clap sounding like this and the snare being this. And I put them together and I just put a basic clap pattern. Then I put in my 808 and I put in a few rolls. Pyrex likes putting a lot of rolls in his 808s and all that. The chopping setting I used was 1/2 step, and that's how I ended up getting these rolls right here. So going into 1/2 step, you can kind of see where I chopped on the grid lines with that roll and a couple of these other ones. And for this last roll right here, I used the 1/6 beat setting. And for sound design on the 808, you want to use a spin sound that's kind of boosted. If it's not, you could just go to this pre-computed effects tab right here, and you can increase the boost or the EQ, and you can make it a little louder. Then I went and enveloped it, and then you turn the out knob up to about like the 30 to 40% range. That way you'll get the short, stubbier sounding spins. Pyrex and Southside use a lot of those short, stubbier spins 808 just to make it sound a little harder and to just add a little more punch to their 808. So our pattern with the clap sounds like this. Next, I added this hi-hat pattern, and there's a whole bunch of different like rolls and accent notes and all that. So I'll just go in real quick and just kind of explain what I did where and how I did it. And so one of the tools that Pyrex really likes to use is this paintbrush tool right here for his hi-hats. That's how you get those real crazy rolls and stuff like that. I chose 1/3 step chopping. If you want to go in and create a roll, chop it down to its basic level, and then while you're brushing in your notes, you want to shift click them. That way you can adjust the MIDI as you place them in. And that's how I pretty much did most of the hi-hats, and I believe pretty much all the hi-hat rolls I ended up using followed this 1/3 step chopping. So our hi-hats in context with our other elements sound something like this. And then afterwards, I added this open at sound. And then I added a pretty basic snare pattern. And then I added this kind of ambient high-pitched perk. And then I added this kind of like reversed and tweaked open net sound. And then lastly, I added this kick. So the first purpose was to hit with some of the 808 notes and make them sound louder. Second was just to kind of counter some of the 808 notes just so it had a little more bounce to it. And this is the kick pattern I ended up sticking with. Alright, so that's pretty much all I got. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all were able to take something away from it. Leave a like if you liked the video. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see me do next. Follow my Instagram, link will be in the description, or at Beats by Tej. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Why don't you run with us, Tej?